Hey there, this is Dr. Mike from Foothills Chiropractic. I wanted to shoot a quick video to explain the technique that we use here at Foothills Chiropractic. It's called the zone technique. If you're like a lot of patients, you may have some questions when you come in. One I get all the time is, Dr. Mike, why are you pushing on the back of my head? And another one would be, Dr. Mike, why does it hurt so bad in some places that you're pushing? I've been to chiropractors before and they never touched the back of my head. Or if you've never been to a chiropractor before, you may think, this is crazy. I didn't know chiropractors. I thought they worked on the back. I didn't know they touched the back of the head. So I wanted to explain a little bit about the zone technique. It was developed in the 1930s by Dr. Thurman Fleet, who is, in my opinion, one of the greatest chiropractors that ever lived. And what Dr. Fleet discovered was that there are 6 systems in the body. Every single cell in your body is in one of 6 different systems. So you have the glandular system, which is anything that produces chemicals. You have over 150 glands in your body, all producing different chemicals. So that's zone 1. Then we have the elimination zone, anything that eliminates toxins, your lungs, your sinuses, your kidneys, your bladder, your lower intestines, your skin. Anything that gets rid of toxins is in elimination zone 2. Zone 3 is the nervous system, which is all the nerves in your body. Zone 4 is digestion, anything that digests food. Zone 5 is the muscular system, which is the muscles, but it also includes joints, tendons, ligaments, fascia, anything that involves the muscles. And then zone 6 is the circulatory zone, which is circulation, but it also includes the lymphatic system. So how it works is each zone, each system in the body is controlled by a certain part of the brain. And each part of the brain is directly neurologically related, this is what Dr. Fleet found, to different points on the back of the head. So when a zone is not balanced, what's going to happen with one of those points is it could be raised, it could be swollen, it could be hard when I push on it, it could even be a little tender, that's why it may hurt. Sometimes I'll ask you which one's more tender even, so we can kind of dial in on which zone is the most out of balance. So how do we get unbalanced? Well, when we encounter a stress that overwhelms our system, kind of like if I was to plug 10 microwaves in this room, it would overwhelm the circuit and flip that breaker. Same thing happens in our body. When we get overwhelmed by stress, that's what causes us to get out of balance. And stress comes in all sorts of shapes and sizes. We have mental, emotional stress, we have physical stress, we have chemical stress. But what Dr. Fleet found, and I find this to be true 100%, is that almost all stress that unbalances us is of the mental, emotional nature. We'll get physical stress and we'll get chemical stress, but the vast majority of our stress that we have to deal with and the stress that overwhelms our system is mental, emotional stress. That's why we recommend wellness care. Once someone gets where they need to be, we recommend they keep coming because stress is going away and you should stay balanced. I go every week to get a zone adjustment and I love it and I do great with it. So let's talk about what the adjustment is because it's a little different. The adjustment is simply a rebalancing. It's a brain balancing technique. So what we do with an adjustment is we're balancing the brain. And when we have a balanced brain and nervous system, the body will do what it has to do to heal you and keep you as healthy as possible. Balance is the key. So how we do the adjustment and the method is, I use the analogy of a computer. So if you think of a computer when it's locked down and it can't function right, what do? I know what I do. You press Control, press Alt, and Delete. What that does is it reboots the computer and then the computer starts up and functions normally. Same thing happens with us. When we do a zone adjustment, there are specific vertebrae that are related to each and every zone. So all we do is we adjust those vertebrae and that stimulates the spinal cord. And when we do all 4 segments, it resets the brain. And it resets function. And it will restore balance in the nervous system and it will restore normal function in the body. Now to do the adjustment, I can use my hands. I have an instrument that I use. It doesn't really matter how I do it. And it doesn't matter the methodology, because all we're doing is stimulating the spinal cord to balance the brain so that the brain can then be perfect and send the right messages to every part of the body. This is not a bone out of place technique. It's not a, oh, you have a bone out of place, we're gonna put it back where it's supposed to be. It's a totally higher level of healing with the zones. So you may notice I adjust different zones on different visits. We just find which one is the most out of balance. That's our clue from your body, what needs to be done. And we just balance you. It's like peeling layers of an onion away. So every time you come in, we're peeling a layer of imbalance away from your nervous system, away from your brain. And the end result will be a perfectly balanced brain and a properly functioning body. So in conclusion, when your body has balance zones, you're going to be healthier and you're going to be more resilient than ever. And the longer you stay in balance, the better you're going to get. Again, that's why we can't recommend wellness care enough. It's crucial once you get better to stay better. So thanks for watching. I can't wait to see you get better. I can't wait to see what happens with your body when we balance all your zones and you live life to the fullest. See you in the office.